All right, Ian. We're going to do something, something out new in the studio here. Yes. This is good. This is primitive tech, but we're going to get there eventually. This is the soft relaunch. We have the obscenely expensive CU Podcastron 2000, which we can use to view stuff on here. So there's a trailer that came out for a movie that is intriguing that they're making it by Sony. It's called Venom.
Venom.
You want to see what it's about?
Let's see what it's about.
Let's watch. Okay, Ian, that was the teaser for a movie that was called Venom.
I got nothing from that teaser trailer whatsoever.
That was... My tweet at the time, Ian, was that it was the most Sony trailer or teaser possible.
Yeah, I would agree.
So incredibly Sony that was. As you bring up a biscuit on there. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just trying to escape this.
You could have just kept the Venom on instead of the biscuit, but we'll leave the biscuit on.
Okay, well, here's the biscuit. So... that was incredibly Sony. It didn't really say much of anything about the film.
You had a random car crash. Every Sony movie has that.
Yep.
You have the same sound effects. That beep sound that is in every movie. First of all, every Sony movie has that beeping sound effect. It's like stock.
Yeah.
So we saw what was like a crash of some sort of a spacecraft, maybe, and that's maybe where some sort of alien creature comes out and.
And then we had a man lying in a hospital. That man was...
walking on the street.
Is that the man who...
it was beefy Tom Hardy in the role.
Is that the guy who plays...
Bane?
Bane, that's it. Yeah.
Mad Max.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Mel Gibson's son or something? I don't know. But anyway, here's the point, Ian. If there was no Marvel thing in front of that to associate with the Marvel comic book thingy, I would have no fucking clue what I just watched.
No,
like absolutely not.
If you had taken away the Venom thing and the Marvel thing, I couldn't even told you it was going to be a superhero movie.
And I see the argument that, well, guys, this is a teaser. So it's a tease. It didn't tease.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything.
No.
I'm not teased. I don't feel emotion at all. I'm not happy, sad. I'm not indifferent. I'm nothing. I'm absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I don't feel
That's why it's so Sony, because there was no reason to put out a teaser if there was nothing to show what the movie's really about there.
Yeah. I feel more about, I don't know, anything in this room.
All the Sterilite containers with overpriced games in them.
I feel emotions over that.
Okay, here's the deal, Ian. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
So Sony is doing this. This is not Marvel Studios. This is Sony.
Yeah.
Homecoming was Marvel in co-production. No, it was Marvel Studios that did Homecoming, with Sony making money off of it. This is just Sony saying, okay, we have Venom. We can do a Venom movie if you want. We can do a Spider-Gwen movie. We can do a Silver Sable movie that 4 people will see. We can do a Black Cat movie. This is the things that they planned before. We can do it.
Right.
We can do a Sinister Six movie that will bomb terribly before the deal happened with Marvel Studios that gets Spider-Man back in the fold. But they still said we want to do a Venom movie, and Marvel Studios is like, really? You want to do that? Okay. We can't do anything about it, but all right. Okay. Venom is, to me, a semi-interesting character, all right? He's a doppelganger character that originally I thought was far more interesting when McFarlane did the original run from 300 to, what was it, 329 or 328, whatever that was.
Sure.
320 something. Because that was before he had the big spiky teeth, before he had all the green slime going all over him. He only had a few appearances. It was 300 and then 14 and 15. He was still semi-normal then. He was just a twisted, fucked up version of Spider-Man at that point. I have some Spider-Man Venom cred here. I can name you his first appearance, his first cameo. I own the comics. Okay?
Can you name his first kiss?
First kiss? No, I can't do. I don't know who Eddie first kissed. I don't know. Maybe he had a girlfriend living down the way. I know the backstory here. I know that, Eddie Brock was humiliated by Spider-Man, who revealed the story to be false. And then obviously the symbiote, who was with Spider-Man for a few years before he left him, wanted to get back at Spider-Man as well. So that all made sense. So the interesting thing about Venom is his association to Spider-Man. That's what's interesting about Venom. And that's really all that's interesting about Venom. When Venom is by himself, right, he's not that interesting.
He's a fantastic foil.
Yes. So doing a movie where they can't, probably without Marvel Studios' permission, or really reference Spider-Man or hook in the origin to Spider-Man. Is anyone interested in that?
No.
This is not 95 anymore.
Right.
Venom is not a hot character to trot out.
No, not without.
I'm sorry, 45-year-olds out there. No one gives a shit about Venom.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No one.
It doesn't make any sense without other supporting, prominent, relevant characters. Yeah.
I think the rumor was they're gonna base it on the miniseries where he goes to San Francisco, which I fucking own, and I forget what happens because it's not interesting. When he becomes a good guy, he becomes an anti-hero. When he goes to the West Coast, what the hell is that called? They had the red fucking foil cover on it. I own it. It's
Maximum Carnage.
Not that piece of shit. Don't get Carnage is fucking garbage. And anyone out there, don't at me. Carnage is garbage. I'll come halfway for Venom. I'm not coming there with Carnage or any other fucking symbiote runoffs. But a Lethal Protector. Venom Lethal Protector. Was that the one where he goes to San Francisco? Venom Lethal Protector. Was that the one I have the foil comic of? Yes, that's the one. I own that comic. I bought those comics. I have cred when it comes to this. And yes, he has the green fucking slime saliva. They made him worse. Originally he didn't have that. Originally he had the weird, creepy symbiote smile.
Yeah.
He was a lot creepier, the original McFarlane Venom, to me, as that. So that's what it's supposed to be based on, Venom Lethal Protector. Except that, I don't know. Unless they can somehow do a flashback scene showing the Spider-Man stuff that wasn't in Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire as being part of the origin, there's no reason for Venom to exist without Spider-Man, because the only reason Venom exists is because he was a symbiote with Spider-Man and Peter Parker. That's why he looks like Spider-Man.
Yes.
How are they going to do this?
How are they going to explain this one?
So I'm actually interested in this now. The more I think about it, how are they going to pull this off? Having another superhero that acts just like Spider-Man, has the same powers as Spider-Man, without being Spider-Man or having association with Spider-Man. Is he going to be bitten by a radioactive symbiote spider? Eddie Brock?
I don't know, man.
I'm just spinning my webs here, Ian. You got to help me out.
I have nothing to say about the Venom movie other than I'm looking here for some interesting Venom facts.
Is there anything interesting from Venom after 92? Is there anything? Or 93?
Venom 36 in 2013. Looked like he had a Venom mobile for a while. Yep.
Like the Spider-Mobile in the 70s? In those bad mid-70s Spider-Man times?
And then let's see. Oh, I don't know. You know, lots of stuff. Just talking about how
lots of ins, lots of outs.
Lots of ins. The Sinister Spider Ham.
So everything already is a parody of itself and associated with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean it is. This is bad.
By the way, the Wikipedia is wrong. The first appearance was not made Spider-Man 252. That was the first appearance in Spider-Man Comics. It was actually Secret Wars number 8. So that's actually wrong. And then as Venom, if you want me to get technical, it was actually Web of Spider-Man number 18. There's a cameo panel at the end, Ian. Didn't know this. This is how I show my cred. Where two hands push Peter onto the subway with the subway car coming, and his spider sense didn't go off. And he was like, what the fuck happened? How was that possible? Remember, Peter / Spider-Man cannot predict spider sense Venom because of the symbiote relationship.
Right.
That was a precursor to Venom. That was an alpha version, but that was actually the first real showing of the symbiote in essence there. I got the nerd cred, people. I got it. All right?
Apparently in 2009, Bullseye launched a dog into Venom's eye, but it did not kill him.
All right.
So anyway,
we can see how relevant Venom is. He's done a lot of interesting stuff the past 25 years that we just don't know about.
All right.
Okay.